Pursuing the Revelation 20 and 2, it says that that dragon and that old serpent, which is so-called white man, which is the devil, which is the deceiver, it says September Severus bound it for 1,000 years. And that's basically when September Severus bound the so-called white man for 1,000 years. That's when that dark age era kicked off, which is known as the Middle Ages, or some may say the medieval time of the Dark Ages. That's basically when that kicked off, man. Pursuing Revelation 20 and 2. When that angel came down from heaven, alright, with that great chain. He laid hold on that devil. He laid hold on the so-called white man, these Romans that he conquered. And he drove them forth, man, from that region into the Caucasus Mountains, between the Black and Caspian Sea. Okay? And that's when we had Europe on lock nearly for 1,000 years, man. Okay? See, can we bring out some more pictures? Alright? That's when we ruled Europe. Because when you think of Europe, you're always thinking of white folks or Caucasian people. Somebody call themselves Europeans. When you think of that, that's all you think of. But man, you have to think beyond that. Because we ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. Alright? Beginning with September Severus. Alright? Who overthrew Rome in the year 103 AD. Alright? That's when Rome fell. That's also telling you in Revelation, when you come across, I want to say, I think Revelation chapter 12, if it's not chapter 12, it's 13. It speaks of a dragon head that was wounded. That was that Roman Empire that Septimius conquered in the year 193 AD. And then it also speaks how that dragon head was recovered. It speaks of how that dragon wound was healed. Basically, one of his heads was healed. Let's bring that out, man. Let's bring that out right quick. All right? We're going to get that. All right? I think it's somewhere in Revelation 13, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to find it right quick for you guys. Hold on just a second. Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 3. It says, I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Let's talk about the Roman Empire, man. All right? Pursuing the Revelation 13 and 3. Because there was, when you look at Revelation 13 chapter 1, it says, and I stood upon the sin of the seas, because this is talking about John the Revelator when he saw this vision. It's talking about how that beast which gave that dragon his power. This is Revelation 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sin of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out the sea, having 7 heads, because that beast represents you can say that beast represents NATO today, okay? It represents NATO today, the National Atlantic Treaty Organization, which has 10 conglomerate nations that's helping the New World Order fulfill their agenda. So that beast is talking about modern day NATO. Alright? And it said that beast had 7 heads, because the 7 heads is pursuant to the 7 kingdoms of Esau, beginning with Greece, Rome, I want to say Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Russia, and Great Britain. Those 7 heads. Now out of those 7 heads, it tell you, pursuing Revelation 13 and 3, that I saw John the Revelator said that he saw one of the heads, and it was wounded to death. That's the Roman Empire, man. That's when Septimius Severus single-handedly conquered the Roman Empire in the year 193 AD. Now, when you look at the Romans, okay, these are the Romans. Now, the Romans are the descendants of Esau. That's who the Romans is, the so-called white man. The same people, the same soldiers that killed Yahushua. Okay, the Romans, they are the descendants of Esau, which is the first, the eldest brother of Jacob. Jacob's oldest brother. They are the descendants of Esau, the Roman Empire. Okay, and they are known as the so-called white man. Okay, so when you go back to Revelation 13 and 3, it tells you that one of the heads on that dragon was wounded. That's when Timothy Severus conquered the Roman Empire, man. All right? It said, it was wounded to death and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. That deadly wound was healed during the Renaissance period of the year 1453, when the Borgias, when they came back in power after the captivity of Spain, they came back in power, man, and they took Europe over. That's when that beast, that's when his head, his deadly wound was healed, man. Okay, so let's go back to Revelation chapter 20. Okay, so that's why I was pursuing the Revelation chapter 20 and 3 and cast him in the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years be fulfilled. And after that he must be loose a little season. So basically that's talking about how we rule Europe, man, which is the Dark Ages. Now why do they call it the Dark Ages? Because black people rule. That's why they call it the Dark Ages. You had dark people that was ruling, man. Revelation 20 and 3, and cast them into the bottomless pit. Yeah, throw those Romans out and throw those out between the Black and Caspian Seas in the Caucasus Mountains. That's why you so-called white folks, that's why you call yourself Caucasian. Because Caucasian simply means cave dweller. Because you dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains during the time of the Byzantine Empire, man. Alright? You dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains. All right, you dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains during the time of the Middle Ages, or the Dark Ages. All right, you dwelt there. That's where that name Caucasian comes from. It comes from Caucasus. All right, so you dwelt there. You dwelt there nearly 1,000 years because the black man and the black woman was ruling Europe. But after those 1,000 years, that's when that deadly wound was healed, pursuant to Revelation 13 and 3. That's when that deadly wound was healed. Because that's when you so-called white folks came back in power in the 14th century. And you've been ruling ever since then. Alright? That's why it says, he should not deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. Because that's what the white man does. He deceives, man. That's all he does. He deceives. He's a trickerous, treacherous person. And that's why we know him as the serpent in the Garden of Eden. That was him before he lost his pigment. Alright? That was him that deceived Adam and Eve with false philosophy and tradition. Alright? So we're going to continue to keep going, man. We just kind of elaborating on the Dark Ages a little bit. Because the Dark Ages, that's when the Jews ruled. They ruled France. They ruled England up into the 1700s. Alright? They also had Russia.